back. You joined a small group of HOG Auckland Chapter riders as we're riding north up the Waikato Expressway, State Highway 1. This was filmed in January of this year, and we're just coming back from a ride that we'd been on down further south and heading back up to, back home. Now there's a few things I want to show you in this video. First of all, it picked up from just a little north of Meremere and it's going to carry on for about another 6 minutes or so, right up to the base of the Bombay Hills, pretty much filmed in real time. Now before I get distracted with a few things coming up, I'll just point out, coming up on the left here, little sidecar, quite a cool little operation. You don't see too many sidecars on the motorway these days, or anywhere actually. And he's popping along, making quite a good pace. I don't know if he had any passenger in that little buggy or not, but yeah, I thought it was interesting. Anyway, what are we going to see today? We'll see a few things, one of which is going to be a car pulling out, changing lanes without being aware that there was a bike right in his way. As it turns out, my bike. That's coming up soon as we get near Mercer. A little bit further on we'll see a stock car being carted off to, I guess it's kind of the races for that, or this particular evening. And then further still, as we get closer to Bombay, we'll see the trusty TPX Radar unit light up as there's a highway patrol car buried at the base of the hills trying to catch the unwary, or those that don't have radars. Now this part of the ride itself, it's not an official HOG chapter ride. This is just a group of riders returning back from a HOG chapter ride. So we are riding together, we're travelling in staggered formation. We're going at a pretty good speed because we can. The motorway is practically empty, traffic's very light, and the road is good, visibility is clear. It's a summer afternoon, so no problems at all. As we're heading up towards the Mercer interchange here, this is when things get a little bit interesting. And the car of attention is going to be the red one ahead. Now we're travelling, as I said, in staggered formation, and for this, it does have something to do with a little bit of this problem. I'm in the far right hand line, and in being that line, I'm kind of unsighted for the rear view mirror of the ute who pulls right out in front of me. He didn't see I was there. I don't know how that quite can be, because there's 5 bikes in front of him that were just going by his window, and I'm right up close with the rest of those bikes. He just pulled straight out. Had to give him the use your eyes motion, universal sign, 2 fingers to the eyeballs and back. I'm looking at you, why aren't you looking at me? And then just caught up with the rest of the crew. There's no point going on. There was nothing malicious in what he did, but it was not ideal, far from ideal. Anyway, these things happen on the motorways. You just got to always be aware and be ready to take evasive action or put on the brakes, and then no harm will come to anybody. The next thing we see coming up on the left is a stock car on his trailer with all of the spare tyres for a night's worth of racing. Heading up towards Auckland, maybe he's off to Western Springs for a night meet, not sure. Anyway, good luck bro, take care. I have to say the final journey back to Auckland on State Highway 1 is really quite a pleasure these days with the extension of the Waikato Expressway. It didn't used to be like this, having a 2-lane highway stretching pretty much almost from Hamilton, I think. Travels almost all the way through. Certainly makes travelling a whole lot easier and very enjoyable from what it was. So well done, Transport Authority, for sorting this out. We do thank you. Now the last thing that's going to happen before we move on from this very busy little 5 or 6 minutes is the TPX Radar Alert's going to go off as we're coming up near this big truck. A few of us had radars, so we started to dial it back. You can can see just ahead of the truck on the far left ahead, highway patrol car. We'll be passing him right now, kind of obscured by the truck. He's on the left, but he's positioned quite well around the corner, out of sight, out of mind, trying to track down people that might be a little bit less cautious than us. Anyway, here we go. This is now, we're heading up towards the bottom of the Bombay Hills. Over the top of that, we've kind of officially broached into Auckland and State Highway 1 and on the way home. So that's about where we're going to leave it. Take care, ride safe, have fun. See you next week.